Alright guys, sorry the recording cut out on me, but we are back now, I think. And so we'll see how much longer this lasts. But I think it cut out either during the kickoff, after the field goal, or before the kickoff or something. Western Kentucky threw a 7-yard pass on first down. I think that's probably the only important thing you missed. Alright. 2nd and 3 here for Western Kentucky, coming up on 2.5 to go first half. Dowdy evades one tackler, brought down by Galloway after a gain of 5 on the read option. 1 carry, 5 yards for Brandon Dowdy. It is first down here for Western Kentucky from their own 37, we'll call it. They'll give to Allen on the handoff, tripped up in the backfield. He recovered his footing and is leveled by Galloway after a 3-yard rush. Coming up on 2 minutes to go now here, first half. 2nd and 7 for Western Kentucky. They'll give to Allen again. This time Allen's got a little bit more running room, and he's going to get the first down on a gain of 7. We got 7 carries, 19 yards today. First down from about the 46, we'll call it. Dowdy back to pass. He's going to be sacked. Loss of 7. Was it Charles Blanks again? I think it was. Loss of 7. Blanks, the person leading the country in sacks this year with 15. He's got another one here in the Sunbelt Conference title game. He forces Western Kentucky to burn their their first time out of the half. It's 2nd and 17 from their own 40. 1:51 to go here, first half. A 3-0 Northern Iowa lead. Dowdy throws on the slant. It's caught by Jared Dangerfield for a gain of 8, and they're going to hurry up again. 3rd down and 9 here. If Western Kentucky can't get the first down, maybe you think about calling a timeout if you're Northern Iowa. Dowdy going deep. Incomplete. Intended for Dangerfield again. Dangerfield was open and he had a step. It was just overthrown and he couldn't get a foot down in bounds. So minute 31, that stops the clock. Northern Iowa will get the ball with a chance to add on to this lead before halftime. Alexander trying to return to the other side of the field, knocked out of bounds after a 13-yard return. They'll set up shop in their own 33. Got a minute 22 to go, first half, and 2 timeouts to work with. We'll see how this first play ends up, because this could set the tone for the drive if they just work on trying to get to halftime or scoring before halftime. And Bailey had a man wide open, just airmailed him. But there's a man wide open over the middle of the field, and that's a pass Bailey's sure to want back. Minute 19 to go, first half. So it's caught out of the backfield by Smith, brought down immediately, gain of nothing. 3 catches, 19 yards for Smith. Bailey 7 of 12, 48 yards, and they may be content to just try and milk as much of this clock as they can and get to halftime, as they are going to run this play clock down just as far as they can to about a second or 2 seconds. They'll go to the screen again. Smith not going to have enough for the first down. Got a gain of 8. And Western Kentucky will call a timeout now, so Northern Iowa does have to punt it away yet again. Dortch looking to try and get a good punt to kind of pin him deep. It's a 9-yard return by Will Bush, brought down by Jameel Alexander. First down from their own 25 for Western Kentucky. Only 26 seconds left in the first half. Dowdy going to throw it away on first down, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Dowdy is 4 of 8 for 38 yards. 2nd and 10, 24 seconds left first half now for Western Kentucky. They'll give to Allen, who's brought down by Strickland. And now Northern Iowa is going to call a timeout to see if they can maybe get the ball back and try a Hail Mary. 20 seconds left first half. Both teams with a timeout left. It's 3rd and 9 for Western Kentucky. Hilltoppers 1 of 4 on 3rd downs. Down goes Dowdy again. It's a sack. Loss of 7. Ollie Holycross there to make the play in the backfield. He came to the quarterback on a missile, and Dowdy never had a chance. Alexander will call for the fair catch just shy of midfield. Mark him down at the own 48. 12 seconds remain in this first half. Northern Iowa out of timeouts. They're probably going to have to keep throwing it deep to try and get it into the end zone. Going deep, does underneath, incomplete. Juwan Gardner there to knock it away. And so we'll see probably maybe 2 more throws toward the end zone here, and that'll be the end of this first half. As the man open underneath, it's Nissen. There's Elias Nissen again. Good for a gain of 19. And they're going to try and hurry this back up to the line. Got the snap off, throws underneath. Caught by Damos, and maybe now he can try a field goal. They're going to hurry it up and probably try and spike it and leave time for either a Hail Mary or a field goal. The spike is down in time, and out comes the field goal unit. A 35-yarder to take a 6-0 lead in the locker room. Randall's kick is up, and it is good. So the final timeout's called in the final 20 seconds of the half. Do some good, and Northern Iowa is able to get another field goal. And they extend their lead to 6-0 over Western Kentucky. It's halftime in the Sun Belt Conference Championship game. Northern Iowa about to get the ball to start this third quarter. And it'll be interesting to see what they do if they get a touchdown. Will they go for 2 to make it a 14-point game, or will they just kick the extra point? 32-yard return for Weisbecker out to the 23. And that is where this Northern Iowa offense, will set up shop for their first drive of the second half. The only scoring in the first half are 2 Randall field goals here for Northern Iowa. 1 from 19 yards, 1 from 35 yards out. And that's how we got our 6-0 Northern Iowa lead. They'll throw, that's picked! Juwan Gardner there to make the interception. That's pick number 18 on the year for Aaron Bailey. And now all of a sudden Western Kentucky is in business. Bailey is 10 of 17, 90 yards, but a huge mistake and interception right there, giving Western Kentucky some life. They'll throw underneath. Caught by Brown, breaks a tackle, knocked down by Weisbecker finally. Good for again a 16 and a first down. 1 catch, 16 yards for Stephon Brown, as the Hilltoppers will look to take the lead and capitalize on the Aaron Bailey interception. Dowdy on the read option to the outside. He's got a gain of 10, and it'll be 1st and goal. 4 carries, 1 yard for Brandon Dowdy. And they're going to go right up the middle. Allen is in. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. So instead of Northern Iowa extending their lead like they were wanting to do, they throw a pick, and 13 seconds later, Western Kentucky capitalizes. They take the touchdown, and now they take a 1-point lead with 6:40 to go here, third quarter. 146 yards of offense for Northern Iowa, only 72 yards for Western Kentucky, yet the Hilltoppers lead by 1. Weisbecker on the kickoff return, going to get nothing. 23-yard return, you take a look at the team defense. 1 sack, 1 pick, 146 yards given up by this Hilltoppers defense. And now Northern Iowa got to settle down and try and get on a drive to respond. They go design QB run. Bailey brought down immediately. It's only a gain of 1. Six carries, 9 yards for Bailey, 1.5 yard per carry average. Gavin Rocker with his 5th stop on that last play. It'll be 2nd and 9 here for Northern Iowa. Ball on the 17. Coming up on 6 minutes to go, third quarter. The Hilltoppers have the 7-6 lead thanks to a pick that led to a short field and a quick touchdown. Smith will only get 2 on 2nd down. Sets up 3rd and 7 from the 19. 9 carries, 50 yards for Smith. Laverick Johnson with his 6th tackle on that last play. Northern Iowa 3 of 7 on 3rd downs. They need 7 right here. Otherwise they'll have to punt it right back to Western Kentucky, and they can try and take an 8-point lead. As a man underneath, it's Damos, and that's only a gain of 3, not nearly what they wanted. And so out comes the punt unit. 3 catches, 23 yards for Dalton Damos. Gavin Rocker with 6 tackles now, and Western Kentucky will get the ball back with good field position and a chance to add on to their lead. They may not even need the offense to come out onto the field. A good return. 15 more for a face mask on the tackle. That's on Vic Prater, and all of a sudden it's first down at the 22 of Northern Iowa. This is not the start to the second half the Panthers wanted, as Western Kentucky is looking to really just exert their dominance now. Short field about to go up by 8. They give to Allen. Weisbecker trying to do anything to make the tackle. Gain of 11 and a first down for Western Kentucky. 10 carries, 32 yards for Leon Allen. He's also got the only touchdown of the day. Another red zone trip coming up. They scored a touchdown on their first one. Dowdy back to pass. Those underneath, caught by Dangerfield. Good for a gain of 10, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 catches, 18 yards. Dowdy 6 of 10, 60 yards. And Western Kentucky knocking on the door, looking to score twice in a minute and a half. Dowdy to the end zone. Touchdown, Taywan Taylor. And this defense is really struggling now. And Western Kentucky is up 7. Going to be an 8-point lead pending the extra point. Still 4:35 to go, third quarter. And now Northern Iowa has to do something to get some momentum back. Alexander will just take the knee. He's not going to try and return it this time. And we'll see what kind of adjustments were made after that last drive led to pretty much nothing. .435 to go, third quarter. Western Kentucky 14, Northern Iowa 6. Hilltoppers have scored 14 unanswered to start this third quarter. Those underneath, caught by Nissen. Tries to keep his feet in, he can't, but he's got 17 yards and a first down. That was a risky throw. There was a Hilltopper defender right there, but Nissen came down with it anyway. He just went up and came down with it. Easily the most reliable target of this receiving core here for Northern Iowa. 10 first downs for Northern Iowa, 7 for Western Kentucky, yet the Hilltoppers have the 8-point lead. Coming up on 4:15 to go here, third quarter. Northern Iowa looking to hopefully get into the end zone this time. They give it to Smith, who tries to go right up the middle, and he's got a gain of 5 on first down. So a lot better than I thought at first glance. Sets up 2nd and 5. 10 carries, 55 yards for Smith. Northern Iowa coming up on midfield now. 3:40 to go here, third quarter, trying to stop this Western Kentucky momentum as the Hilltoppers have scored 14 unanswered to start this third quarter. Ball is at the 47, we'll call it, and they're going to Hand off to Smith on 2nd and 5. Smith with a 10-yard gain right up the middle. On the halfback draw, Smith goes right up the middle and into Western Kentucky territory. First down, Northern Iowa to the Hilltopper 42. 11 carries, 65 yards for Smith. And now Northern Iowa is starting to get some more momentum back on offense, as we will be to about the 3-minute mark of the third quarter by the time this ball is snapped, I think. Trying to give their defense a chance to get a breather as they've been on the field for most of this third quarter. This one with the catch underneath for a gain of 4. I actually really like this decision to try and play the clock, play time of possession a little bit here. Gives your defense a breather after they gave up a couple of easy, quick touchdown passes. Bailey up to 114 yards through the air, by the way. He also has a big interception that really was a momentum changer here so far, as Western Kentucky scored 13 seconds later to go up 7-6, and they added a touchdown on the next drive. Gain of 2 sets up 3rd and 4 here for Northern Iowa. This is 4-down territory, so maybe you run it to try and make a more manageable 4th down. Gavin Rocker with his 7th stop on that last play. 3 of 8 on 3rd downs is Northern Iowa. The Panthers need 4 here. They give to Smith, and Smith has enough for the first down on a gain of 5 right up the middle. 13 carries, 73 yards for Tyvis Smith, and the junior tailback. He's trying to will this Northern Iowa team do a victory in the conference title game all on his own. Laverick Johnson there with his 7th stop on that last play. 19 rushes, 20 passes for this Northern Iowa offense. It's been a balanced attack. And they'll throw on first down. Blitz came. They'll throw to Hawley on the wideout screen. Good for a gain of 3. 1 catch, 3 yards for Jarvis Hawley. First time we've really called his name today except for 1 drop. 14 of 21, 117 yards and a pick for Bailey. Coming up on a minute to go here, third quarter. It's 2nd and 7. They'll give to Bailey on the design QB run right up the middle. Bailey with the gain of 9 and a first down. Move those chains for the Panthers to the 19 of Western Kentucky. In the red zone for the 2nd time today. The first one led in a field goal. Juwan Garner, actually 3rd time today. The first 2 were field goals. But Juwan Garner, the man who had the pick that really changes momentum, will make the stop. Bailey does have enough for the first down, though. They'll give to Smith up the middle, and Tyvis Smith with a gain of 9 right up the middle. 14 carries, 82 yards. It's 2nd and 1 from the 9 coming up. Laverick Johnson with his 8th stop on that last play. He's got a tackle for a loss and a sack as well. Coming up on 17 seconds to go, third quarter. Throws caught by Smith out of the backfield. He's got a gain of 9. They're not going to give him the touchdown. It'll be 1st and goal, though. 5 catches, 36 yards for Smith. Bailey, 15 of 22, 126 yards and a pick. This will be the final play of the third quarter. And Savon Huggins isn't going to get in. In fact, he lost a yard. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter. In the third quarter, Western Kentucky scores 14 unanswered to take the 14-6 lead. But it's 2nd and goal for Northern Iowa when we come back. 2nd down and goal from the 1.